All right, Shalom. Giving all honors and praises and glory to our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Shout out to the elders, elder apostles, and elder bishops everywhere. Salutation to the fellow Akim who labor in the apostle doctrine, and to the men, women, and children that silly believe to USA Shalom. You know, we almost out, you know, and that's going to be the title of this lesson. Now, the reason why I titled this lesson, this lesson this title is because I was watching the channel GMS Get This Word Too, and he uploaded a clip about the doomsday clock, right? What are the predictions on the doomsday clock for this year, 2025? And they basically said that because of everything that's happening in the world right now, just to loosely paraphrasing what he said, man, that he was speaking, he said, because of everything that's going on right now in the world, and how things are not getting better but getting worse, right? The clock is now 89 seconds, right, till midnight. And this doomsday clock goes all the way back to I believe Einstein when he created the doomsday clock. You'll find some quick information on it. But when I watched that clip about the 225 prediction, I just thought about salvation, right? Because midnight when the doomsday clock hit midnight, that is a clear sign it's going to be a nuclear destruction. It's like it. So 89. I don't know why I keep putting. So 89 seconds, Salakia, 89 seconds till midnight shows you how close we are to thermonuclear destruction. It shows you how close we are to World War III. So basically, in the briefing, right, or the conference, the video, the man speaking said that because things are getting worse in the world, loosely paraphrasing, of course, it's not forbidden, but the point is they moved the clock to now it's 89 seconds till midnight. So that's why I said we're almost out of here, because the closer we get to, because midnight to us, those that's in the spirit, symbolize salvation, man. Because World War III has to come. Thermonuclear destruction has to come before the elect can get beamed up out of here, man. So 89 seconds is not, that's like a minute and a half, man. You know, close to a minute and a half. So we don't have long, you know, and so that's to us, those are spiritual, with the spiritual eyes to see and hear. We know that this doomsday clock reaching midnight, like that short window of 89 seconds, is just a clear sign that we're extremely close to salvation, extremely close to getting the hell out of this place, and also extremely close to Esau Edom kingdom, because they'll sell you that it's just, you know, it's just a prediction about a possible nuclear threat. But if it's just a prediction, or it's as they say, why they still keep the time? Why do they still make predictions, and why they still make it public, their predictions? You know, so they also believe that this doomsday clock has merit to it, man. They not just keeping the time for no reason. But like I said, it was just a prediction, and it wasn't like suggesting a real threat. Why do they still keep the time? You know, it just don't make sense, because they believe that it is it does predict a real threat. But they, this is the devil we speaking about. So these people not gonna be honest, man. All right, so it's just telling you that was made in 1947, right? Just to give you the history behind it. Look, and what we see this now is it's just closer and closer to salvation. We almost out of here, man. So this is just an exhortation video to encourage you, Akim and Aquaf, to hold on, man. We almost out. You know, stay strong. Keep your medicine strong, as the elder Apostle Ricard like to say, and keep believing. So we on the bulletin.org regarding the doomsday clock. It says this speaking on the prediction they made this year. It says 2025, it is 89 seconds to midnight. It says in 2024, humanity edged ever closer to catastrophe, right? Because that's what the clock is emanating. If midnight means catastrophe, how long would it take to basically reach catastrophe? So we at 89 minutes before catastrophe or thermonuclear destruction, man. Which, for those that's in the know, those that have spiritual eyes to see and hear, that the Lord is working with, we know that we're extremely close to salvation, man. And even though, as the scriptures say, no man know the day or the hour, this is just a clear indication to us that we're very close, man. We're very close. It says, despite unmistakable signs of danger, national leaders and their societies have failed to do what is needed to change courses. And setting the clock 1 second closer to midnight, the Science and Security Board sends a stark signal. Because the world is already perilous, close to the precipice, a move of even a single second should be taken as an indication of extreme danger and an unmistakable warning that every second of delay is reversing course, increasing the probability of global disaster. See? So Esau is keeping track of time because he know he had but a short time, man. That's why they have the doomsday clock too, because they know they have but a short time. And that's proof right there, right? Let me get into this precept here. Revelation 12:12. That's why they keep the doomsday clock, because they know their kingdom is but a short time. Revelation 12:12. Esau's kingdom is but a short time. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Okay. So Esau, Edom, knows he has but a short time. Okay. So we are in very perilous times, and we are also in a time where Esau know he has but a short time. So now he's gonna throw everything out on Jake, man. And I've seen another video from the brother GMS Get This Work too, about martial law, how it's going to play out. And in that video, you had a Jake basically explaining that it's going to be a event that's going to happen, that's going to, and this is not, obviously this Jake that was speaking, that was in the video, he's not in the truth, but he was talking about martial law, and he was saying how he made a prediction that in order for them to issue martial law, it's going to be like a big catastrophic event that's going to delete a lot of people. And because it's going to be a catastrophe, they're going to then roll out that they could then roll out martial law. So it's like order out of chaos, right? They create the problem and then offer up their solution to the problem. You see what I'm saying? So it's gonna be an event that happens where a lot of people gonna lose their lives, and then that's gonna be an excuse for Trump to issue martial law. Okay. And then under martial law, I believe the Constitution is suspended, right? See? Look, it says civil liberties and constitutional rights may be suspended. So the Constitution is suspended under martial law, and you can look up martial law for yourself. It says martial law is a temporary state where the military replaces civilian authority and enforces its own laws. And what are the laws that's going to be enforced under the Trump administration? Draconian laws, man. So once this martial law is in effect, is issued out, man, they're going to really be heavily pushing their draconian laws. And they're going to have reign to do whatever they want to do. They're going to be giving these police officers, these cops, you know, the powers that be, they're going to be given immunity. It won't be no trial. It won't be no due process. It's just going to be, they can do whatever they want without receiving any consequence, man. So it says, it says, it's usual declared in times of war, natural disasters, or civil unrest, right? Or civil unrest. So like I said, it's going to be an event that's going to call for this state of emergency, for this emergency response, as they say it. See? Emergency response. So it's going to be an event that, like the Jake said in the video, it's going to be an event that's going to cause for martial law to take an effect. And, you know, and as we read, once martial law takes in effect, the Constitution is suspended. So that means now they have the full immunity and power to do what they want, which fulfilling Revelation 12 and 12. The devil being Esau, Edom, right? So-called white man, able down to bring down that great wrath, as the scriptures speak about, because he's gonna have full immunity, because he's gonna have full power. He's gonna have full immunity, and he's gonna be in this position where he could just come down on people, man. On you people out there, particularly Jakes, you so-called Black Latino Native Americans. Because in the video too, the man that was making the prediction said that in this time of martial law, they're gonna be using that time to target so-called black, brown, and Mexicans, right? Which are you so-called Black Latino Native Americans, man. They're gonna be using that martial law as a way to start knocking off Jakes or throwing them in concentration camps. You know, because that's what's gonna happen. They either gonna knock you off or detain you. You know, and we're coming into those times. So yeah, that's why the clock, the doomsday clock, like I said before, was made, because Esau know he has but a short time, so he gonna go full out. You know, he gonna deliver that great wrath. Right? He not going out without a fight. That's all it is. Esau is trying his best to consolidate his kingdom, and he's not going down without a fight, as the saying goes, right? The second Ezra 16 and 68, it says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols." Right? So what is that speaking about? They're gonna give this talking about the MOTB, right? This talking about the MOTB. And it's talking about how they're gonna try to get, like, this is speaking on the great hatred that's coming to us Israelites, and also how they're gonna offer people. They're gonna try to get us to take the MOTB, man. They're gonna try to get us to take the MOTB. They're gonna offer up that MOTB. Salakia. So let me clarify. Second Ezra 6:68. It's speaking about the MOTB. How they're gonna make it mandatory for people to, because remember the scripture said being idle with things offered unto idols, right? So when you go back to Revelation the 13th chapter, speaking at the 15th verse, remember it called Esau a statue, not Esau, but let's go into Revelation 13:15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that image of the beast should both speak and cause as many Salakia, as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So we know the beast is speaking about NATO and the EU. Now, what is the image of the beast? The law, right? So this is a draconian law being made in Esau's system, right, in the NWO, that says that if, and Salakia, let me be more specific, in NATO and the EU, right, they're going to push a draconian law which says that if you don't get this MOTB, with this MOTB, this FRID technology in you, you're going to be put to deletion, right? You're going to be guillotined, okay? So this is what it's speaking about. And mind you, the scripture said he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right? So imagine a statue that's coming to life and now is able to move and talk and speak, man. So so letting you know that something great is about to happen, where where they're gonna push NATO and the EU, right? Once they establish that one world government, they're gonna push the FRID technology, that CHIP, and it's gonna be mandatory for everybody, right? That little tech that's the size of a grain of rice, and if you don't get it, you're gonna be deleted, you know. And this is what they're pushing. So mind you, going back to what we was reading, it says that idol. Now we know what we're talking about is the beast system, right? Okay. That image of the beast. So how are they gonna offer you up to the image, right? They're gonna require you under draconian law to have the FRID technology in you, or else you're gonna be guillotined, right? Continue on, verse 69, it says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden down underfoot. So even if you comply, right, with their draconian laws, he's still gonna bring wrath down on you. You know, that don't mean that you're gonna escape the wrath or that you're gonna be saved and preserved. Esau, you know, under his Esau Edom, still gonna be knocking off Jakes, man. Still gonna be knocking people off, throwing them in concentration camps, like deleting them, even if they do comply. They still gonna be destroyed at the end of the day. Verse 70 says, "For there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord." Right? So that means that's talking about dudes coming in. Dudes, you know, you got these Gerber troops. You went Gerber troops and SWAT police coming in to try to basically breaking and entering them in the brothers and sisters' home, into believers' homes, because by this time we're gonna be literally America's most wanted. The Israelites, Hebrew Israelites, are gonna be America's most wanted, and they're gonna literally have how you have ISIS. They're gonna have the ISIS for us, where you have men in bulletproof vests and geared up, and they armored trucks and cars looking for Israelites, man. Looking for different brothers that come out of the different camps. I'm just looking up insurrection. So it says a violent uprising against an authority or government. So, well, look what it says. It said a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So that's against us, man, because they really coming against Yahweh Shah by trying to come against us, man. So like I said, this is the time where they're gonna have an ISIS for us Israelites, and they're gonna be trying to hunt us down and find out where we live, and literally, and they're gonna have brothers and sisters addresses, because they're gonna have all the access to all that information, and they're gonna be breaking and entering into brothers and sisters' homes, man. It tell you here in verse 71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. See? So they're going to be breaking into people's home, taking them out the home, right? Brothers and sisters may be in the home, they're going to break in, take them out the home, arrest them, throw them behind in the back of the vehicle. You know, brothers and sisters going to receive that type of treatment. You know, they're going to be cutting up searching through the whole entire apartment, you know, or the house, you know what I'm saying? Looking for what they believe are weapons of mass destruction. Yo, these things are coming, man. These things are coming. It ain't gonna be none. It's just gonna be us. It's just gonna be us, you know. Verse 72, it says, "For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses." Yeah, ruin everything, break everything. You know, they're gonna raid, like I said, brothers and sisters' homes and apartments without a warrant, right? Without due process, none of that. Just break in. Boom, you know, arrest everybody in the house. Got the children crying because they scared. Then they're going to be asking questions on, who is this man? You know, have you seen such and such? Right? Then if the brother or the sister, the believers in the home, you're going to take them away. You know? Arrest them and take them away. You know, so these things are coming. These things are definitely coming. And the Lord is sharing this with us so that we can be prepared and not afraid, right? Verse 73, it says, "Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire." That means tested, man. Right? When you test gold, you put the fire upon it to see if it's real or not, right? When Israelites, right, those that's in the know, when they going through this persecution, right, where you have like an ISIS for us, for the Israelites, and people looking for us, and they breaking and entering into brothers and sisters' homes, then you going to see in that day, right, who really believed in Yahweh Shema Shah and who's really an angel, because the angels are going to be exposed. They're going to come out and say, whoa, I'm not believing. I was just an agent. They're going to be like, federal agent. You know, because as the scriptures say, we have angels amongst us. So in that day, they're going to be exposed. I mean, they're going to be exposed way before then, way before this time. But definitely more so in that time, all the phonies and fakes. The point I'm trying to make is the phonies and fakes, the brothers and sisters that's not really with us, that's faking the funk, they're going to really be exposed, because when the authorities come in, they're going to side with the authorities. Like, yo, man, I you know what I'm saying? I was just doing this at the club and I didn't really believe. And, you know, man, I'm not the guys you looking for. I'm not the guy you looking for, but I could point you into the direction of the guys you looking for. That's why the elder apostle Gabal said we have to be circumspect. You got to be careful, man, because you have agents amongst us, and it's going to be them same agents that's going to be selling out real, genuine brothers, man. See what I'm saying? Just selling them out. Like, oh, yeah, I know such and such. Oh, you know where such and such is? Yeah, I know where such and such is. Yo, I could take you to his house right now. Selling other brothers out, selling other sisters out, you know? So we got to be circumspect, man. Very circumspect. So in that day, you're going to know who the chosen are, because the elect is not gonna side with the authorities, right? They're not gonna give up their faith. They're not gonna take the MOTB, right, to escape Esau's pain or persecution, because it's a false sense of hope. We read that in verse 69. It says, they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. Why? Because it was a false hope they gave them, right? They said, oh, if you comply, you'll get out the situation. You know, you'll have a easier time and things will go back to normal. And they complied, and that wasn't the case, because Esau the devil. So he lied to them, you know. He lied. So even if we do comply, even if, right, because we're not, he not gonna honor his word, man. He gonna still do with us, still bring down that wrath on us like he wanted to in the first place, because it's written. All right, so we're not gonna comply. The elect of the nation of Israel not gonna comply, but for the wicked, 2/3, and the ones that's faking the funk, they're gonna comply, right? Especially the ones that's faking the funk, because at this time, this is gonna separate the men from the boys, man, the real from the fake. This adversity, this persecution, because when you have armed men coming to your home, breaking into your home, asking about you, right, and threaten to seize you, and even delete you in front of your family and friends, then what you gonna do? What are you gonna do then? You know? Again, the Lord didn't share this to scare us, but for us to be prepared. Verse 74 says, hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt. So the beloved of the true believers, man, the Lord is telling us, all right, we in the time, the troubles that we're reading about is coming. We're going to go through this, right? But the Lord's going to deliver us. So you got to, so the elect, the true believers, going to have that in mind, that the Lord's going to deliver us out of this situation. Okay? So again, this is not written for us to be scared, but just us to be prepared and know, okay, I'm going to go through this, but I trust, I'm not going to be worried, because I trust that Yahweh Shema Shah is going to deliver me through it. That's the mindset you have to have, that no matter what trouble or persecution I'm going to go through, that Yahweh Shema Shah is going to deliver me through it. Okay? Verse 75, it says, be not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh Shema Shah is your guide. You know? And that's the key. That's the key. Just knowing that, you know, the Lord God is going to guide you and protect you, man. You got to have trust, especially in this day. But it starts now. You know, I seen the brother GMS GMS Bond something, forgot the channel, but he made a lesson about being not wasting your grace period. You know, use this time to seek the Lord, seeking while he may be found. Strengthen that relationship, because if you don't have trust, there's no relationship. You're going to lose the relationship without trust. So strengthen that trust, because in this day where martial law is instituted and these law enforcement and governmental officials have full immunity, and they coming with their own ISIS group for us Israelites, and they coming to brothers door to door for each brother, door to door, house to house, every brother's door and house, trying to look for certain brothers that come out of certain camps, man. You know what I'm saying? The other camps that's not following Great Millstone and the affiliates, man, the camps, them members are going to be the ones that's going to fold. They're going to sell out, man. They're going to comply and do whatever the authorities Esau tell them to do. But Esau's going to stab him in the back and destroy him anyway, you know? Or better yet, use them to get other members of their camp and then destroy them all at once, man. You seen the tactic that he did with ISIS, right? I seen a clip from and then we're in this video. Let me speak on this clip. I seen a clip. Excuse me. I seen a clip from Salakia. Damn, it was on my other channel. Yeah. Salakia. Seen a clip. Yep, from Fox News. This was the clip right here.
My life in recent years.
So this was the clip that I seen, man. How ISIS was getting criminal migrants, as they call them, which was Northern Kingdom, right? As they said, they was locking up the ones that had, you know, criminal history, you know. And they was locking them up and deporting them, right? And at the end of this clip, at the end of this video, you seen how and this happened in Boston, they arrested, right, a migrant that had a criminal offense, that had I believe it was a warrant for his arrest, and with ISIS, right? And they also arrested the person that they wasn't even looking for too, because the one that had the warrant out on him, right, and the one that didn't, they was both in the house chilling together, and they wound up breaking in the home, right, busting into the home. They got the one that they were looking for, and then they also got his friend, and they wasn't looking for, both illegal immigrants, and that's what's going to happen with us. You know, they're going to get the same way how they treating the Northern Kingdom, right? How they treating these migrants, man, is the same way is what's coming next for us, man. This is a preview of what's going to come down to us. We going to be looked down upon. We going to be talked with shame. They're going to be begging ISIS and the Trump administration to deal with us. Right? Create a task force to get rid of us, man. To lock us up, to track us down, to throw us in concentration camps. Saying what they doing here, man. And you gonna have people applauding it. Same thing that you see these I don't know what you call these people, newscasters or spokespersons for Fox as they was doing here in this video. They're gonna do the same thing to us. Commending the
neighbor who, as they were bringing someone out, she yelled out of her window, "Thank you." This is what people voted for. We talk about Laken Riley and protecting the next Laken Riley. This was such a concern of so many Americans. And so I think that was, to me, just really crystallized a promise made and a promise being kept. And I hope we seem prepared.
That trauma is permanent. So weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, in custody for things, and that is what. So this is.
There. He and the governor.
And they say.
You got your main target just now, but you got somebody else. What just happened?
So our main target was released by a sanctuary jurisdiction, not honoring a detainer. That person was released back into the community, and when we went to go find him, he's with somebody else who was previously removed from the United States. So he's going to go today too.
And that is exactly what Border Czar Tom Homan has warned would happen.
When we find the bad guy, he's probably with others that are in the United States illegally. They may not be a criminal priority, but we're not walking away from them.
Ice Boston says.
See? Now, I'm Salakia for the part I was speaking about the warrants. They ain't had no warrants, but they were both illegals. Like the officer said, they were both illegals, right? The one that they were looking for, they found in the house. But his friend, even though they wasn't looking for him, because he wasn't illegal, they arrested him too. See? He just told you. He said, if you catch the bad guys, most likely they're gonna be with other bad guys. And he gonna get them too. He just told you. Let's run it again.
Exactly what Border Czar Tom Homan has warned would happen.
When we find the bad guy, he's probably with others that are in the United States illegally. They may not.
So he's going to go today too.
And that is exactly what Border Czar Tom Homan has warned would happen.
When we find the bad guy, he's probably with others that are in the United States illegally. They may not be a criminal priority, but we're not walking away from them.
See? He's like you say, but they not walking away from him. So that's gonna be happening with us. You're gonna have weak Jakes, agents trying to sell out other brothers, telling other brothers location, telling other brothers houses, where they live and stuff like that. That's why brothers have to be extremely careful who they let into their homes, who they hang around, and who they deal with, even within the ministry, because there's angels among us, man. And the same type that they're going to do, it's going to happen with us. The same treatment they give to the migrants is going to be treated with. Is the same prejudice they give to the migrants is going to be towards us, man. The same tactics. Esau is nothing new under the sun. He going to do the same thing. He going to have Jakes within the camp. When they can't flip on other Jakes. See what I'm saying? You know? And they not exempt either. Also, too, when you read Psalm 69, they not exempt from, those that sided with Esau are not going to be exempt from judgment either. So like IUIC with their 501c3 charter, they think they exempt from judgment, but like it says in Isaiah the 28th chapter, their contract with death is going to be disnulled and void. So they're going to get the judgment too. They're going to be tracked down and persecuted too. And then you're going to have, but even within their organization, members flipping on other members like, oh man, yo, I could take you to where that other brother's at, or I could take you to where that brother at, you know, if I could get out this situation, or if I could get let go with release, I'll tell you where the other brother's at. That's why you can't be sharing on your business with everybody, even a brother. You got to be circumspect and be reticent, man. You know, don't speak so much. Cause we coming in that time where the same persecutions that we seeing on TV regarding the migrants is going to be done to us. It's going to be ISIS for the Hebrew Israelites, right? But we're not supposed to be afraid. Verse 75, it says, "Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, For Yahweh Shem Shah is your guide. All right. So we're not supposed to. So we gotta just trust in Yahweh Shem Shah in that day, and let the Lord, let the Lord, guide us and direct us on what we need to do in those moments, man. That's what we gotta do. Trust them, Lord. When we find them ISIS or them task force coming in front of our homes and breaking in, and we gotta trust in the Lord and know what to do, right? It's just like it's gonna be like just like in the movie The Matrix, right? What happened when you seen the first Matrix? Speaking about the first one, when Agent Smith was looking for Neo, right? And he worked in the office. He had an office job. So when they were looking for Neo, what happened? Morpheus hit the phone, called them, and told them, like, look, you got dangerous people looking for you. Loosely paraphrasing his words. I don't know what he said. I forgot the lines he said in the movie, but he was saying, like, yo, there's guys, some dangerous guys looking for you, and you don't want to get caught by them. So you need to follow my instructions on what you need to do to get out of this place. You see what I'm saying? And he literally guided him on what he needed to do to get out that situation. You see? And the reason, and if you seen the first one, you realize that the Agent Smiths that were looking for Neo caught him. Why did they catch him? Because Neo had doubt. He was afraid. He didn't want to go out the and it's understandable. He didn't want to go out that window and crawl on that balcony to the other room. He didn't want to do it. And it was his doubt that the reason why he got caught. So, speaking about him open up the window, I could see why, somebody would be scared or not want to do it. That's rational. Like, who would want to crawl on the balcony like that? But the point being that he wound up getting captured because of doubt. So we coming in at times where you can't have doubt. You can't doubt the Lord, man. Like whatever the doubts is, you gotta cast them off. You gotta work on your relationship now. We coming in a time you cannot doubt the Lord. You have to trust in Yahweh Shem Shah. You really have to trust. You really have to trust, man. Because just like in the movies, you doubt the Lord, man. That's gonna be that's gonna be your behind. And unlike the movie, you know what I'm saying? You doubt the Lord, you don't have faith, and you doubt in the Lord, man. Yo, you could potentially, you going 9 times out of 10 lose your life in that time. So you gotta work on this relationship right now while there's still grace available before the evil day comes, man. Because things are only going to get worse and it's intensifying. But I'll end it off with this. It's Romans 13:11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. So the Yahweh Shah is almost here. That doomsday clock is a testament towards that is not a testament. It's Salakia. I'm just rambling, but that's Esau's way of tracking his time, tracking the downfall of his kingdom, man. Because he know, but he got a short time, and we know that 89 seconds is a symbolize that we have a short time in Esau's kingdom, that Edom kingdom is about to fall, and in the kingdom of heaven is about to come, man. Very soon, man. We almost out. That's what that 89 second means, that we very close to being out of here. We very close, man. It is not going to be in 89 seconds, but that's symbolic to a very short time period. We have a very short time in this kingdom, man. Very, very, very short. Very short. So this is the time to lock in, work on our relationship with Yahweh Shem Shah, trust the Lord, and just, and be excited, man. And be happy that we only gonna be in this kingdom for a very short time, very short time. and that Yahweh Shah is coming back very soon and deliver his elect. So we got to get our affairs in order and be ready, man. All right. So with that, I want to give all honor, all praises, all glory to my power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Al-Shah, Ba'ashem Kodash. So next time I say, Shalom.